Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. In today's video, we are going to do a little bit of customization to the lighting on my wife's used new Tesla. 2018 Tesla, we want to just change a little things around. So let's take a look at the video and see what we got. Okay, so the first thing we've got those little lighted cup holders that will go into any car. These are little discs that turn on and off when it's dark out and the car is vibrating. It has some sort of sensor in it so it knows when it's vibrating, so it gives you some light in the cup holders because the Teslas don't have that. These are called shadow lights. These are the lights that when you open up the door, you get a little bit of light from your car, from your Tesla, and a lot of other cars do it too. These are supposedly brighter, and we're going to test that, and they also have the Tesla logo. In this box underneath, this is for ambient lighting. It's strips that go on the center console and on the dashboard, some sort of strip that you put on there with LED lights. And we've also put in a sun visor, which is already in there. We're going to show you. It's just the one that we bought off of Amazon. It was like $32, and stuck it up there and show you what we think of it. First thing that we're going to do is we are going to turn the lights off in the shop so you can see how much light comes off of these doors when you open them up, so that we have something to compare it to. So let's do that. All right, we've got both left side doors are open, and if you look, it kind of looks like the back door has more light than the front. So we're going to change these lights out real quick and see how much different this is. Okay, I had to stop and show you these instructions. They are hilarious. They are written in Chinglish, so that's a combination of Chinese and English, which, you know, is common. But there's two funny notes besides the bad grammar. Number one, you're probably going to have to lay on the floor to do these. So park your Model 3 in the living room or find a nice bit of carpet to lay on. Well, if I'm in the living room, I've got carpet. Duh. In the second paragraph, they're talking about using the spudger to pull out the lights, and they'll come out easily if you're using the spudger, or if you're tough, just use your fingers to pop them out. You need some Bruce Lee fingers or something to pop them out, I suppose. In each box, you're going to have two puddle lights, and you're going to have two extenders. There's another one in there if you need it. In my case, I need it. What happens is that the fitting won't fit in. Some of them they'll fit right in. I guess they changed something on their production line while they were doing it. So if you look on this side, so over here on this side, you see all you got to do is take your screwdriver, just pry it back. When it disconnects, it's going to turn your car off. We have a very short wire on this one. Let me get you some more light. We got an extremely short wire on this, but we're going to plug this in first so that we don't lose our wire. You don't want that to fall back in there. You'll be fishing it out. Okay, so now that I've got it plugged in, we take our puddle lights right here. And we plug this in on this side. Okay, and we plug them in, and we have a T on the ground. To be honest with you, these aren't the tightest connections. They're in there a little bit better now. Make sure they're firmly in there. And then just reposition your light back up. And push it back in. Now let's take a look at the T that we can already see on the ground. Okay, these are the puddle lights. All four installed. Took about 5 minutes. Very easy job to do. I'm going to say that I think you get more light spreads out as opposed to just being straight down with the original puddle lights. And then you got the pretty T in there for Tesla. Kind of like that. We're going to have to do the side by side to see which one really looks like it has more light. Looking at the before and after of the puddle lights, I'm going to have to say that the original lights are probably brighter than these replacement ones. But the replacement ones have a big T, and they're much cooler. So if you're looking to buy these to get something that's brighter, no, this isn't it. This is purely to go look at my tea, and that's about it. So we're in the car now. First thing I want to do is I want to tell everyone that if you want to help support this channel, I have provided links to everything that we're putting in. We've got everything off of Amazon, so there's going to be links in the description below. If you purchase something, or if you just purchase anything in the next 24 hours after clicking one of those links, I make a little kickback. It helps support the channel. So check out the links in the description for these products. Okay, first thing that we're going to do, very simple install. These are the cup holder lights. Nothing wrong with these except for you just got to turn them on. I've already charged them. So you just hold it down, I think, for 3 seconds, and the light comes on. And same thing over here. And this just drops into the cup holder, and that's it. That's one of my easiest installs ever. Okay, so this is the box for the lights that are going to go along here and go along somewhere on top of the dash. I'm not even sure where they go yet, but it's for like some ambient lighting. So here are the instructions. Use the panel insert tool, the squeegee. Insert the transparent light strip to the center console edge, and then connect the transparent light strip to the light source holes. Connect cigarette lighter and download the app. These instructions are on the short side. Okay, this little wrench that they gave with the Torx size on here, this is a T15. What we're going to do is we're going to use it to remove some screws underneath the dash over by your feet. Okay, so there's the power supply. It hooks up directly into there where the cigarette adapter is, cigarette lighter. This plugs into here. You see the lights come on right away when we plug it in. You've got 2 short cords. The 2 short cords are going to plug into this side right here, where we're going to run between the silver strip of trim and the pleather right here. This is where we're going to tuck in our lines all the way up to the top, and then it's going to come out here. It's going to connect on these 2 short lines. You've got 1 long line if you bought the kit that has the dashboard in it, and we're going to undo this cable. We're going to pull off this entire side of trim piece, and we're going to run this cable, running it up to here and then across underneath here, all tucked in so it's not hanging down by your feet. We're going to pull this panel off right here, then it's going to come up right to this line right here, and then we're going to use the double-sided tape. That was the red roll of tape, and it's going to tuck in right underneath here all the way across the dashboard, and then we'll cut it at the end so that it doesn't hang off. And the double-sided tape hopefully is good stuff, and it keeps it right there. And that's how you get the wire from your console up to your dashboard. So we're going to do that right now, and if you have any questions about how we're doing this, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. Okay guys, so here's a light strip installed across the dash. Goes right across to the other side, and then here's the center console. It's all the purple. Some of it looks blue depending on where you look at it, and then it comes down into the center console here. One thing I did not like was that when you put the little carrier in there, this is my wife's stuff, I don't wear sparkly stuff. When you put this in, it always seems to hit the button. So when you put it in, it's going to shut it off. Oops. And then since it was off, I put it in, I turned it back on. This adapter needs to be a 1/4 inch shorter. It will stay on once you've got it in there, but if you want to shut these off, you have to take this out, and well, it's going to shut itself off, and then you put it back in, and it's going to turn on. So if you keep it like that, it's always going to go on and off when you need it, I suppose. But that's this adapter needs to be just a bit shorter. So let's go take a look at the app. Okay, so this is the app for the lights. It is called Lotus Lantern. It's available on the App Store. I'm sure it's available in the Google Store also. It was a very simple connection. It was just a matter of making sure Bluetooth was on, and it connected automatically. I didn't have to do anything else. I imagine some people will have a harder time. Can't tell you why it was so easy connecting. I know some people will have a hard time with this because sometimes things just don't like to connect. I've got it set for purple right now. You could change it just by hitting the color wheel, or you could take some of the presets and go from there. We'll do a little bit of a light show, showing you everything that we've done once this is all done. Boy, is that light bright. Okay, so we want to show you the sun visor that goes over the top to sunshade, or I don't know what exactly they call it. We got this off of Amazon. It was in the $30 range, so we didn't expect it to be too great, but it's pretty thick. You can barely see the lights of the shop through this. In the Arizona sun, I've already been outside with this, and the sun is severely blocked. So this is a very simple install. It's just like something you put in your windshield, because it unbends like that. It's got these clips right here. There's 8 for each piece. They just clip onto a wire that's in here, and they just slide underneath the trim. Very easy install, goes all the way around. These come in different colors, but we did one for the front. The coverage on it is probably 99%, so it's pretty good. The back, same thing, went up. Really no problem. The biggest problem I had with this is me fitting in the back seat. But if you look in the back, all the way towards the back windshield, you'll see that it stops right there. That way it doesn't block your rear view mirror. But these went up in about 5 minutes. Pretty handy, pretty nice. I like them. Another success. Okay, so when I was putting in the lighting for the strip lights for the dash, and I went underneath the footwell area right here, this is the driver's side obviously, I noticed that the light under here is just like the Puddle Lights. So I got online and I looked, and I found some lights to replace these with, the one under here, and they're set colors. You can't change them with the strip lighting, but you can just replace them with colors of your choice. And they had the purple. I know my wife's going to put on purple and she's going to leave it there. She's not going to change it. But there's a couple other colors, blue and red and something else. So we're going to replace these Footwell lights with these. They came in a box of 4. The back seat doesn't have any Footwell lights, so you can put one in the front, one in the trunk. If you wanted purple lights, I don't know if I'm going to do that, but they're going to pop out just like the Puddle Lights did. And we're going to replace those so we have matching purple lights there. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pop that light out with the screwdriver, just like the Puddle Lights. We're going to do it on this side and then the passenger side, and we'll take a look and see what they look like there. And these also have the extensions in them, so in case the wire is really short, like it was on the Puddle Lights. I'm sure it will be. Okay, so we just got the Footwell lights in, and you can see them underneath. They are shining on both my feet, and underneath they give out a lot more light than the regular lights did, and I like them. And I can fine-tune the strip lighting to match that a little bit more if I want to, and maybe I will, maybe I won't, but that's my preference. Okay, we opened up the front. Even though the lights say that they work for the front, this has the light built into the interior release in case a little kid gets in there. So this will not work for the front. Let's take a look at the trunk. Okay, so I wasn't going to do the trunk in the pinkish purple thing, but opening up this trunk, I can see how dim these are. So I want to have brighter lights in here. So I am going to replace them. And there's 2 back here. So I have 2 because I thought it was going to be one for the trunk, one for the front, but none for the front, so 2 for the trunk. Said that right. Okay, so I'm going to get these replaced real quick and we'll take a look. Okay, the 2 lights are replaced in there, and that's what they look like. I think they're significantly brighter, and they got the pinkish tone to it. Once you put something in there, it's going to look like you can see the color, because that's not my skin color. Okay, so here's a compilation of what we've done. We've got the Puddle Lights, that's the passenger front, and they're going across. We've got the dash, and you see the strip that goes across the dash, and that's connected in to the center console lights. And there you see the cup holders, and they work by light and vibration. So if it's light out, they won't come on, and if they turn off, it's only because the car's not moving. So I had these sitting on my desk for a couple of days, and every time I moved my desk, they would come on. You see how they shut off, and you just tap them. So if a car's moving, they're going to stay on. So those are kind of cool. They probably need recharge every once in a while. They just got a USB charger, so they're pre-charged. We'll see how long they last. I'm going to guess at least a month if the batteries are good, and they can just don't drain on their own. If they're going to drain only when they're being used, they've already shut back off. That concludes our lighting accessories for our Tesla. Next video coming up is going to be some other things. We're gonna, since we just bought the car, we're gonna replace the air filter. We're gonna get a thumb drive for the Century mode, and maybe something else. We'll see what we can come up with. But thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Then go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can see more content in the future. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.